Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Welcome back to Intermediate Class 24. Intermediate 24. 24 classes already. Wow. We're moving along here. We're flying through the material. And today we will start with a review of what we saw in the last class, in Class 23. We were talking about the verb to read. To read. Leer, the verb to read. Every day I read. Yesterday I read. Red. Justo como el color rojo. Red. Red. So be careful with the pronunciation. Red. Pronunciation. What? Okay, so as pronunciation, the pronunciation here is very important because I often hear people say reth, but no, red. With my tongue inside my mouth, my tongue is inside my mouth, touching behind my teeth, touching the roof of my mouth, behind my teeth. Because if my tongue comes out, if my tongue comes down between my teeth, if my tongue touches the teeth, it will sound like reth. But no, red, Vale? Very important. The pronunciation, the proper pronunciation here is very important. So, every day I read. Yesterday I read. Did you read the newspaper yesterday? Yes. So give me a full answer. Yes, I read the newspaper. Did you read the sports section? Did you read the sports section? This is something where British people will say British people say sport, and Americans will say sports. This is a case where me being Canadian, in this case, I use the American style and say sports. Did you read the sports section to catch up on the football results? For example, did you read the sports section? Yes, I read the sports section. Did your brother read the sports section? Yes, he read the sports section. Did you read the newspaper last week? Yes, I read the newspaper last week. Did you read my book last month? Did you read my book last month? Yes, I read your book last month. Did you read his novel? His novel? Yes, I read his novel. Did you read the story? Yes, I read the story. I read the story. Did you read Shakespeare? Did you read anything by Shakespeare when you were young? I did. I read several works by Shakespeare. But I haven't read Shakespeare lately. But did you read Shakespeare last year? Yes, I read Shakespeare last year. Ask me if my brother read the newspaper last week. Did your brother read the newspaper last week? Did your brother read the newspaper last week? Yes, he read the newspaper last week. Did you read the newspaper last week? Yes, I read the newspaper last week. Read. Read, read. Read, read. Read, read. Be careful with the pronunciation. Read. You never stick your tongue out. Your tongue stays inside your mouth, behind your teeth, touching the roof of your mouth with this sound, okay? Be careful. This is why I say, I live in Madrid. Madrid. If you go to Canada, or if you go to London, if you go to New York, if you go to Australia, and you say, I'm from Madrid, they will say, where is Madrid? I've never heard of that city. Where is it? Because it's not known as Madrid. It's Madrid for us in English, because we pronounce the D's. We pronounce every D the same. This is why a native speaker like me, when I speak Spanish, I will say, he decidido, because I speak like a guiri, decidido. Because I am a guiri, but because I'm treating the D at the end of the word the same as the D at the beginning of the word, because in English we do that. A D is a D. It must be pronounced with our tongue in the back of our mouth, touching the roof of our mouth. D, D, D. And in English, decidido. In English, decided. I decided. Not decideth, but decided. I need to hear that D. I decided to read his book. Yesterday, I read his book. I decided to read it, and so I read it. So repeat this sentence. I decided to read his book. I decided to read his book. This is a very simple verb, the verb to read. Read, read, read. But what's important is the pronunciation. The reason I've spent the last 10 minutes almost talking about it, the last 6 minutes at least talking about it, is because I want you to develop good pronunciation habits, okay? Now let's talk about indirect questions with where and why, okay? So I'm going to give you a question, a direct question, and I'd like you to ask me if I know, and then the question. So, where are they? And you can say, do you know where they are? So note how the order changes. Do you know where they are? Where was he? Do you know where he was? Very good. Where did he go? Do you know where he went? Very good. Where did they put it? Do you know where they put it? Where is your brother? Do you know where your brother is? Why aren't they in the office? Do you know why they aren't in the office? Why did she do it? Do you know why she did it? Why was he invited? Do you know why he was invited? Where did they go? Do you know where they went? Do you know where they went? Okay, so make sure you're always participating with me. Hablando en voz alta, siempre en voz alta en casa. Where will they be? Do you know where they will be? Why can't it work properly? Why can't it work properly? Do you know why it can't work properly? Very good. Why is there no milk left? I want milk. Why is there no milk left? Do you know why there's no milk left? Where was the party? Do you know where the party was? Very good. Where were they born? Where were they born? Do you know where they were born? Do you remember where I was born? I told you a few days ago on the show. I was born in Canada. I wasn't born in Toronto. I was born in a small province. I was born in the province of Nova Scotia. Do you remember? I was born in Nova Scotia. I was born in a town called Digby. I was born in the valley. I wasn't born on the mountain. I was born in the valley. I wasn't born in the Valley Hospital. I was born in the Digby General Hospital. I wasn't born on the first floor. I was born on the third floor. I wasn't born in room 301. I was born in room 305. I wasn't born in the first bed. I was born in the third bed. It's important. My birth, yes. Where did you put the ketchup? Where did you put the ketchup? Do you know where you put the ketchup? I can't find it. So the indirect question. Do you know where you put the ketchup? Yes, I do. Where did they do it? Do you know where they did it? Why did they do it? Do you know why they did it? Where is Richard? Do you know where Richard is? Why can't it be fixed? Do you know why it can't be fixed? Do you know why it can't be fixed? No, I don't know. I don't know why it can't be fixed. Why can't it be fixed? Okay. Time now for our word of the day.
Word of the day.
Okay, our word of the day today is air. Air. But this word is air as in Heredero, heredero, the heir to the throne. So the king, the heir to the king's throne. The heir to the king's throne is the prince. The prince will take the throne when the king dies. Okay, so the heir, H-E-I-R, but it's pronounced like heir, as in aire. Heir, the heir, heir. The heir to the throne. The heir to the throne. Heir, heir. H-E-I-R. The pronunciation is a little deceiving here, but we say heir. He is the heir to a large fortune. Apparently there is no heir to Bill Gates's fortune. Well, I'm sure there are several heirs to his fortune, but I don't think one single person is going to get it. I believe he's giving all the money or the majority of the money to his charity. Okay, let's move on now and practice with a few numbers. So today we're going to practice with numbers. Numbers using 17 and 70. 17 and 70. So what's important, what you have to remember is the intonation is very important with numbers. If I say 17, 17, da-da, 17, then it's 17. And 70, da-da, 70 is 70. Okay, I'm going to read the number. I would like you to write it down, and then you can read them back to me. So get out your pen and get out your paper. Let's get started. And I'm going to read them, and I will challenge our recording engineer, Nacho. Are you ready, Nacho?
I think so.
Okay, Nacho is ready. And I have challenged him a few times now, and I have never been able to stump him. Means I have never been able to trick him. But I'll see if I can do it today. Okay, the first number. 17,070. The second number, 77,117. Oh, he's shaking his head. He's shaking his head. He's looking for a repeat. Nacho is looking for a repeat, ladies and gentlemen. I will give you a repeat. Okay, 77,117. Okay. And the third number, 470,817. And the fourth number, 217,017. And the fifth number, 70,817. Okay. Nacho, how did it go?
Not too
good. Not too good? Okay, a bit difficult. Okay, what was the first number, Nacho?
17,070?
Correct. 17,070. So we have 17, 070, right? Okay, good. Then what was the second number?
77,117?
Yes, 77,117. Correct. Very good. And at home, did you get that right? I hope so. And the next number, Nacho?
470,817.
And 17. Excellent. 470,817. And the next one?
217,017?
Yes, correct. All right, good. 217,017. So, 017. And the last number?
70,817?
Yes, 70,817. Well done, Nacho. Good job. Okay, thank you, Nacho. And at home, did you get all those right at home? Excellent. I hope so. Good job.
Vocabulary of the day.
All right, it's time now for our vocabulary of the day. That's right, the vocabulary of the day, rellenar. Rellenar impresos. Ooh, this is a phrasal verb. To fill out. To fill out. Very good. Tachar. Tachar. So imagine I have my pencil. Tachar. To cross out. To cross out. Ministerio. Ministry. Ministry. Very good. La pesca. La pesca. Me encanta la pesca. Fishing. Fishing. I love fishing. Fishing. All right. Llegada. Llegada. Arrival. Arrival. Very good. All right. Now we're going to go back to a similar exercise. That one that we just looked at. The exercise changing to the indirect question. We're going to do the same activity, but now using the question words what and who. So, what caused the fire? And you change to the indirect. Do you know what caused the fire? Very good. Do you know what caused the fire? Who broke my watch? Who broke my watch? Do you know who broke my watch? Do you know who broke my watch? Very good. Who came here yesterday? Do you know who came here yesterday? Very good. What was the problem? What was the problem? Do you know what the problem was? Do you know what the problem was? Very good. What was the answer? Do you know what the answer was? Who was Terry Fox? Who was Terry Fox? Do you know who Terry Fox was? Do you know who Terry Fox was? He was a Canadian guy who had cancer. In fact, he had cancer and he actually had to have his leg amputated. And he ran across Canada with one leg. This is entirely true. With one leg, with a prosthetic leg, to raise awareness and to raise money for cancer research. Terry Fox, yes. So, what do they do for a living? Do you know what they do for a living? Very good. What will they say? Do you know? So, always out loud. Do you know what they'll say? What will they say? Do you know what they'll, with the contraction, do you know what they'll say? Well, I think they'll say that we are out of time, because we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining me. I have to finish now, and we are absolutely, completely, 100% out of time. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.